Hey you guys, it's just Bree. Um, it's pretty late, but I decided I'm gonna go ahead and do this video. Um, that Soncerae did called fellas. This is why being a gentleman gets you ignored because earlier today I was in STL's chat and I was just cracking up. So I felt like I could really add a lot more comic relief to the video because this girl was bugging. Okay, so here we go.
Make sure you like the thumb stream. I'm already started off wrong. I have had a weird day. I tried to do an Instagram live earlier today that didn't even work out too well. I've been doing my TikTok videos that didn't work out too well. Today's just one of them days. You know what I mean? Like today is just it. So anyway, make sure you thumbs up the live stream. You got one job when you come up in here. This is a partnership. Okay? This is a partnership. When you come up in here, you got one job. Thumbs up the live stream. That's it. Okay, fellas. Now listen. I wanted to talk to you about something that I've been hearing a lot lately, and I actually got a message from a guy earlier on Facebook. Men send me messages everywhere about their relationships. They want relationship advice. They want to understand why they're having difficult times with women. If that's who you are, you can, if you choose to, want a one-on-one. If you want a one-on-one and you want me to sit down and consult you and talk to you about your situation, you can go to my OnlyFans, onlyfans.com/Soncerae_XO, and we can sit there and talk for an entire month about your situation, okay? I've helped a lot of men and I have no problem.
Okay, first of all, bitch, I need to know where you get your qualifications from. Who the fuck qualified you, Sansaray? Where is the paperwork? Where are the receipts? Okay, girl.
Helping more. Now, a guy sent me a message on my Facebook page earlier today. He sent it to my messenger and I want to respond to it, okay? And a lot of men have been asking me this question. He said to me, you be talking all that shit on YouTube, but being a gentleman gets me ignored. Why so many women love toxic situations so much? Wow, right? That's a lot. That's a crazy ass assumption to have. It's like the worst mindset you can have as a man if you're trying to improve who you are or have good relationships with women. Now let me explain something to you. When you become a man of value, let's say you have your business together, you got your money together, you're a nice guy, you're a gentleman, you hold doors, you're pleasant, you're easy to talk to, you are everything that you believe that a woman wants in a man. Okay? You are certain. You got the confidence, you doing your thing, you eating right, you working out, you got it together. Okay? You got your house, you got your car, you doing what you're supposed to do. If you are slacking in any of the things that I just named, if you are slacking in any of the things I just named, you are not as high quality as you think. Okay? You got to be eating right. You got to be exercising. You got to have your own home or your own apartment.
Girl, girl, you, you cannot be serious. Who the hell are you talking to, Sansaray? Girl, if you don't go somewhere and lose 100 pounds right now with your munchkin ass,
Your own car. You have to have your money together. You have to have a pleasant attitude. You got to be, nice and easygoing. You got to take care of yourself. And the problem with a lot of men is that you think you're a good man when you're not, because there's certain things that you're slacking. I tell women this all of the time when I start talking about hypergamy. I can't stand hypergamy gurus.
oh, Father God. If she say that one more time, I'm gonna fly to California and smack the shit out of her. You, girl, you are a sugar baby. How the hell can you have something against hypergamy? Make it make sense.
Because a hypergamy guru will tell a broke woman to go out there and level up and chase a man who has money instead of telling this woman to go out there and get her own money, start her own business so that she can, improve herself as a person and she'll be able to attract a different kind of man. Because I'm into wealth, me talking about wealth management and financial tips used to be a hobby.
Maybe if you talk about it long enough, it might actually happen, Soncerae. But baby girl, you what happened to your uh if I think about it, it's gonna come into reality. Girl, you know, if you really had a home, a mansion, and a nice car or some shit, that you'll be probably all on the internet flossing, showing off.
Now I do that shit all the time. That's my main thing. I talk about that all the time. Making money, improving financial, situations, credit repair, scores, loans, businesses. It's all I talk about all the time. Guess what has happened since I decided to start talking about wealth more? I'm starting to meet more wealthy men because my focus is on my own wealth management. I'm running into men who are also wealthy. So now my inbox is no longer being filled with a whole bunch of dusties. Now it's a whole bunch of men who generate wealth, who are investors.
A whole bunch of men that generate wealth. Really, Sensory? When you was just talking about some dude, girl, I can't keep up with your lies. You was just talking about some dude that what did you say? He took you out on a date and told you he didn't want to be with you no more. Y'all sat there and ate, continued to eat. Like what? Did you for girl?
Who want to talk about stock, who want to talk about cryptocurrency, who want to talk about flipping homes and real estate and buying land and luxury cars and
What?
traveling. These are all conversations that we have. You know why?
Sansaray, we need to see you actually in Maldives or Maldives, whatever the hell you call it, and not just a fake picture you posting on the internet.
That's all I talk about now. So when you want the type of woman, let's say you want a woman who is smart. You want a woman who is smart. Go to places where smart women are. If you want a woman who, enjoys hiking, go to places where people who hike go. You liable to find a woman of your dreams on the top of a goddamn mountain. Okay?
Oh my God. Oh Jesus.
If you want a woman that cooks, take a motherfucking cooking class.
Wait, what's the language for? You supposed to be this counselor, this well-to-do, wealthy white woman. You sitting up here. Now, I don't even say MFer. That word to me, nothing against anybody who say it, but like coming out of a woman, it just don't sound right. It sounds Saray. You need to expand your vocabulary.
You might meet a woman who cooks. You see where I'm going with this? You can't not be something and then expect to have it anyway. And that's the problem. Now, fellas, there are women out there that love gentlemen. Okay, there are women out there that love nice guys. All right, plenty of women, endless amount, abundance of women all over the world. Stop looking around in that little ass box you in, thinking you're gonna find it right there. When people tell me they're having a difficult time finding a partner, it's like, okay, well then you need to travel.
Sounds Saray. If you not repeating the same shit that you hear Kevin say, girl, why you not coming up with nothing new? And you not what's the word? Creative enough to come up with anything new, bitch. You need to be writing them I used to read this magazine that had like all these romance stories in them. Because girl, you could come up with some stories, but you really should be getting paid for them and not just YouTube money.
Go outside of your box. Step outside of that little box.
How about Soncerae, you share with us your travels? Share some of your travels with us. Maybe you've been to the Bahamas. Maybe you've been to the Dominican Republic. Maybe you've been to Las Vegas. Maybe you've been to Detroit, Michigan. Maybe you've been to Canada. Or maybe you've been to North Carolina, South Carolina. That's easy. You probably have. Uh Let me see. Where else have I gone? Oh hell, never mind, girl. Oh, Miami, South Beach, Florida. Huh? Huh? Can you tell us a story about it? Or are you gonna make that up too?
Box you in. Travel. Get on an airplane. You might meet the woman of your dreams at the airport. You have to put yourself in a position to be able to receive the things that you want. Now, there are women out there that love toxic situations. It's women out there that love toxic shit. They love drama. They love issues. They think nice guys are boring. If you keep running into women who are like that, it's because that's where you're putting yourself. That's the position that you're putting yourself in. If you keep going to the club trying to find a woman, right? You going out to the club every Friday and Saturday night trying to meet a woman. And every time you pick up a woman in this club, you pick up a woman who is toxic and loves dramatic ass situations. When is it going to occur to you to go to another place to meet a woman? This is what I don't understand. You keep looking in the same places.
How you get frustrated with so-called invisible people, your fake ass audience that you only got about 5 people listening to you, besides the dumbasses like me that just listen to you for comic relief. How you get frustrated with people and their choices? And you 40 years old and you still um in the same position you've been in for the last however many years. Girl, bye.
For women, and then wonder why you keep getting attached to the same type of woman who ends up being toxic as fuck because you looking in the same place you've been looking. All right, it's women.
You are not high value with that language. And I'm not even trying to be a prude. But, bitch, if you was so high value and so successful, like, why do you talk the way you do? And you talk like you're very uneducated. I mean, yeah, you might have your little associate's degree. Kudos. But girl, you lack etiquette, like for real. And I guess you feel like that's okay, but that's masculine. Why you talking about you have your masculine and your femininity, girl? And I'm not saying obviously I cuss, we all cuss and everything like that. But if I'm having a conversation or trying to get my point across, why would you be using all this foul language? That's because you try to compete with men and you think you in the same category as a man. I don't believe that we're all equal. I don't believe men and women are equal. We have different talents or whatever, for lack of a better word. Um, and it's not even that one is better or lesser necessarily, but girl,
Out there who love toxicity. And if you are in an environment where the toxic women go, you are going to keep picking up toxic women. Also, another reason
Soncerae, you are toxic, bitch. If you had supposedly 8 engagements and you didn't choose one to marry, how are you not toxic?
keep picking up toxic women. You haven't cleaned up your own energy yourself. You still got healing to do. You still need to learn. You still need to open your mind. When you're sitting here,
Soncerae, call your daddy, 'cause you need a hug from your daddy.
you're single and you can't seem to find a woman, and women, I tell women this too. When you're single and you can't seem to find a man, it's because there are some things that you still need to work on for you. You need to learn something about you and try to figure out what you need to change. Me, I do a lot of self evaluation. I'm the type of person I look in the mirror often, look in the mirror all the time. I got to figure out what's going on. If a man is reacting to me in a specific type of way, I try to figure out what did I do in order for this man to respond to me in that manner. Or is it him and I need to get rid of him altogether? Let me tell you something. I don't have patience for any grown man at this point. It's either you,
And apparently, they don't have patience for your ass. 'Cause I would say Priest left you, but bitch, you the one got up and got on a plane and moved to California. Otherwise, he probably would have left. She left you. He did leave your ass, but you left the whole state.
are a toddler or a puppy, and then you can get my ultimate amount, my unlimited amount of tolerance and patience. But now that I'm grown and I'm over 35 and I'm dealing with all of these men, not just on a level of
Beyonce, yeah, Beyonce. You need diction classes, bitch. Because you keep saying with, as in WIFF instead of WITH, with. You're saying with. You need diction classes, bitch.
men that I'm dating, but men that I'm also interacting with as far as giving them counseling, giving them relationship advice, trying to improve who they are as men.
How the fuck you gonna improve somebody else when you come on here knowing that you fronting like you this grandiose bitch when you basic at the very best. You basic bitch. Why don't you do a shoe haul or do a closet thing review? Soncerae, show us what you got, girl. Show us your purses and show us your shoes. But you won't because you sit up there and you brag. This is the crazy thing. You brag on here about all this wealth and how certain people can't they can't how whatever you say grasp your mentality. But then at the same time you talk about how you don't like to splurge and you don't spend you know spend on name brand stuff or whatever like that. Girl, bye.
I cannot tolerate men who do not want the help. If you are going to listen to my live streams, if you're going to reach out to me, you have to be open minded to what I'm telling you. You can't be inside of my inbox or anywhere inside of my comment sections or chats trying to convince me of why none of the things I'm suggesting that you do works if you haven't tried any of these things. Oh, that's not going to work because blah, blah, blah. Did you try it? Nah, but it's not going to work because blah, blah, blah. Nah, that's stupid. I don't have tolerance for that. I'll just keep it moving. You feel what I'm saying? So if you classify yourself as a gentleman and you're always nice to women all of the time and women ignore you, you have to understand something. If you are, in fact, a high value man or a gentleman or you're a good man, you know this and you're confident in that. I'm not here to try to break down your confidence. I'm here to tell you, listen, when you are of value, you are now reaching for women that are at the top of the tree. And when you are reaching for women at the top of the tree, it's not as many women up there. If you want a variety of women or you want a lot of women, those women are at the bottom of the tree or they're on the ground. They are the fruit at the bottom of the tree or the fruit that fell off the tree.
So, bitch, which one are you? Because if I had to guess, I guess you were at the bottom. Um, and that's only because, girl, you think way too much of yourself to be on here capping like you God's gifted man, girl. Girl,
on the
boo.
ground. When you are a gentleman, or you're nice, or you're kind, or you're high value, or you're wealthy, or you all of these positive traits that are in a man, and you can't seem to find the right woman, it's either you are picking from the bottom of the tree or you're at the top of the tree. It just takes longer. And a lot of people do not have the patience. They can't even stand being alone long enough, waiting for the right person to come along. When you are a good person, there are other good people out there, but sifting through all of the other stuff in the way is what's hard. It's what's hard. And then when you get to the top and you're picking from the top of the tree, it's good quality women up there, but not all of those women are going to match you. Men think because they're good men, they're going to match with every woman. No, just because you're a good person, even with women, when you're a good person and you're a woman, hey, Trinity, when you're a good person and you're a woman, right, it's hard for you to find a good man because majority of the people that you're meeting, toxic people, traumatic, doing whatever, and then you might decide, hey, I want to change my surroundings. And then you start being around a whole bunch of high quality people. Even though those people are high quality, you're still not going to match every single person. Everyone is different. Everyone is unique. So you have to make a decision. Do you want to be attracted to or have everyone attracted to you? Or are you looking for one unique specific person? Because if you're looking for one unique specific person, that type of thing takes time and sifting. You don't just pick it out of nowhere. You ever been to like Ross or Marshalls, and you're in the Ross and the Marshalls, and you're like sifting through blouses, shirts, any type of warehouse. You could be at Burlington Coat Factory, and you're just sifting and sifting and sifting until you find something. You'll be like, oh, this is ugly. Oh, this is ugly. Or you'll find a nice rack where it's a whole bunch of nice shit there, and you're like, wow, all of this is nice, but I gotta pick something. That's what picking a partner to be with is kind of like.
Girl. Oh my God. Sifting through the clothes racket is what's picking a partner like. Oh my God. Soncerae. Oh my God. You said what? She said sifting through the clothes rack at Burlington or what she say, Marshalls or something else. She didn't say Gucci, Prada, Louis. Miss High Value. Oh my God. I cannot. Wait a minute. Oh Jesus.
It's similar, but it's like so many other things factoring in. So, gentlemen, don't get discouraged. Even ladies, don't get discouraged if you haven't found the right person yet. Doesn't mean that person is not coming. A lot of why the person that you need or want is not there is because you don't have the proper mindset to get it yet. You keep thinking it's never going to come. It's not never going to come. So what? You keep getting turned down by toxic people. So what? Shit, you might get turned down by a quality person. But stop taking it personal. Stop thinking that there's something wrong with you simply because a person that you're interested in is not interested in you. You never know what's going on with these people. Sometimes these people are interested in other people. Sometimes these people.
You know what just came to my mind? I'm just looking at her um title of her video, and it says this is why being a gentleman gets you ignored. And she's going on and on about these cockamamie situations, whatever the fuck she talking about. I'm listening, but I'm not listening. And it just dawned on me that for me and a lot of women, probably am sure including her, which I think she admitted before, um, why being a gentleman gets you ignored is most of the time because us women, you know, in our mind, we think that the bad boy is what's, is what's happening or whatever. Um, it don't have nothing to do with the dumb shit she's talking about. And I mean, I don't know how. I mean, I've dated guys that were gentlemen, and I just don't know where she coming from with this. It doesn't make any sense, but that's Soncerae. So
Are still holding on to people that they used to be with. Maybe they're a widow or a widow. You never know the real reason why somebody turns you down unless they get real vocal about it. Let's say a woman gets vocal about it and tells you some stupid shit like, you too nice. I don't want to be with you because you too nice. Why would you be upset about that? That is not something to be upset about. You need to be happy.
you're too nice, Soncerae. Fix your word, your grammar. You need grammar classes. You need diction classes, and I'm sure you probably need spelling classes. Girl, you're.
That this person is telling you something that goddamn toxic. It lets you know that that person is somebody that you don't need to be with. A lot of times people get their eyes set on one person and they're like, oh, I want that person, that specific person, no matter how toxic they are, no matter how many times they telling you that they not the right person.
You know what, Soncerae? I got another story that you can use in your next video. So here it goes. I was dating this guy, and just a couple. We I can't even say dating actually. I had met this guy, and we were talking for a few days or whatever. And then one day he was like, "Come, I want to take you to the movies. Let's go to the movies." And I was like, I said, "Oh, I can't go because at the time, this was years ago. At the time, I'm like, I called off of work too many times. I can't come in. I can't." And he was like, no, he was. I said, "I can't come in. I can't. What the fuck? I'm tired." Let me hold on 1 second. He asked me to go to the movies, and I told him I couldn't go. And he was like, "How much?" I said, "I gotta go to work." He said, "How much do you make an hour or in a day or whatever?" And I was like, I guess I don't know. I guess I told him no. I said it don't matter. I said because I can't. Oh, he said I'll pay you. He was like, "How much do you make? I'll pay you." And I was like, I can't because I gotta because I had too many call-ins. So Sansaray, make sure the next little story you tell, make sure to include that in your next video, okay? That's a true story, by the way. Forgive me, y'all. I messed that all up. I don't know how to edit it out. Sorry.
Person for you, you still want to stick to that person so hard. For what? They showing you that they are not for you. Some people you just not compatible with, and they're not compatible for you. But a lot of times people don't want to fail. They don't want to go through another situation that didn't work out. Then they gotta go through the process, getting to know a person all over again. And they start feeling like it's dragging them. It's something negative. It's draining. Dating is supposed to be fun. The work only comes after maybe the second step of a relationship. The dating process is supposed to be fun. If the dating process isn't fun, even though it's an interview and it's serious, it still should be fun. If it's not, then you don't need to go to the next step of having sex with a woman or being in a relationship with a woman or man. But people don't think that way. You use sex as a salutation.
You use sex as a salutation, bitch. Talk about yourself. You don't, girl. You do not be interviewing people and taking polls and shit like that. Like you try to pretend in this video that you actually polling people. Girl, the lies. Cut it out.
You do the sex first, and you're like, I'll think of the other bullshit later. And then you wonder how you get into these situationships that are toxic. And you be like, oh, I'm such a nice person. Oh, I'm such a.
You wonder why. You're talking about yourself. You the one keep talking about how nice you are, how good of a person you are, all this and that and the other. Oh my god.
Woman. Oh, I'm such a lady. I'm such a good woman. How is this happening to me?
That's you.
First of all, did you get to know the person that you were sleeping with? I did a poll.
Soncerae. You gonna sit up here and repeat the same shit that you said to yourself about your relationship with Priest. Girl, I cannot.
On my OnlyFans last night.
You didn't do no damn poll,
I
Soncerae.
said, fellas,
How many was in the poll, Soncerae? How many people? 10?
if you had two choices, choose between a woman who has given oral sex to every man in the room and you're the last one, would you want to have oral sex? Or would you have sex with a woman unprotected if she had sex with every man in the room and you next? Which one would feel more?
Okay, you know what? Maybe Soncerae is she maybe her she is too intellectual for me because I don't understand what the fuck she's saying right here. And on that note, I'm gonna end this video, and I might pick it up again. I left off at 16:37 just so I can remember, and I might finish it tomorrow because this shit was funny as hell. But I'm tired. I gotta get up early, take my mama to the doctor, and all this other shit. All right, y'all. It was fun. Um. I probably won't get as many listeners because we just did this with STL, but that's okay. I just had to get it out here because if nothing else, I want the title out there. I don't care if anybody really, listens to it. All right, ciao bella.